Welcome to 843 TV. We are at the TCL Culinary Institute in Bluffton, and there's such an amazing place. And we're going to talk with several people today. You won't want to miss it. We'll be meeting the very new chef, Francine Mars, just coming into the facility with so much experience to share. We'll also be talking with Chef Jackie. She is in charge of the baking and pastry arts. And also we'll be talking with Leigh Copeland, who is the Assistant Vice President of Marketing, here to help promote this wonderful facility. So lots to share, lots to see. Stay right here for 843 TV, where communities come to speak.
.843 TV, where the Lowcountry comes to speak.
.843 TV,
where communities come to speak.
Welcome to 843 TV. It's always great to be in the beautiful TCL Culinary Institute here in Bluffton, and joining us now is Leigh Copeland. Good to see you again.
See you.
And of course, you're the Assistant Vice President of Marketing, so you've got a big job in promoting this wonderful facility. And we're going to talk about, we're approaching the first anniversary in November.
I know, it's so hard to believe. I mean, we were dreaming about this facility for probably 5-6 years, longer than that even. And so to have it exist and approaching the 1-year anniversary is so exciting, and it's really amazing to see the activity and all of the events and the students on campus. So it's a great time of year.
Well, we've been fortunate to come do our show when it first opened, and here we are almost a year later. So for us, it's been wonderful to see the progression and just all of the beautiful things that are in here. So let's talk about the students. How many enrolled right now?
So I think we're over 100 students, growing every day. We're enrolling soon here for the spring semester. And so it's just so exciting. We've got classes going on in hospitality. We've got tons of cooking classes going as part of our culinary arts curriculum. And then of course, baking and pastry. That program has its own baking lab, which is amazing. I might be partial to the bread making. And so they are just really experiencing what it means to be culinary artists. And you'll meet Jackie here soon. She's our baking and pastry director that will talk about that and how their products go into the cafe. And then we have tons of community events happening at the facility, which is always what we had hoped and envisioned.
Yeah.
We are doing a conference, if you will, for culinary teachers across the state of South Carolina, for example, this weekend. And then our friends over at the Pat Conroy Literary Center are going to be hosting a convention here this weekend. So that's just a great example of how the facility is being used by the community.
Right, so it's not just a school where the students come in. It's really much a hands-on working lab, and also, again, a restaurant, public, where people can come in and try out what's being happening. So that's just cool, very cool, very cool. Well, as far as this year has gone by, just share some of the progression that you've seen from start to finish, maybe.
So our this campus has so much life. As I mentioned, the classes are ongoing. So we started with probably about 50 to 75 students, and as I mentioned, that's growing every day. So we have programs, the associate degree and certificates in culinary arts, hospitality, and baking and pastry. So that's been exciting. We've also added a new program in healthy cooking.
Oh.
So we're rounding that out. That's a big focus, especially in this area with senior citizens and assisted living facilities. Even our schools are taking that nutritious approach to cooking and serving their guests that way. So that's exciting. And then we're also adding a slew, finally, of just fun personal enrichment cooking classes.
And that's what you wanted to talk about today. Let's hear about those.
So we invite the community to come sign up. You can visit our website to see the list of classes being offered. Some things being added almost daily, so check the site frequently. But anything from learn different tapas food items to prepare to chicken fabrication. How do you cut up a chicken, and what do you do with a whole chicken? So lots of different exciting events. What's so fun about that is they're hands-on. So you're actually practicing what we're talking about. You're learning how to make these items, and then you can go home and prepare them and for your friends and family.
And when do these begin?
They're going on now.
Okay.
So we have several in September, October, November. So again, visit the website. But generally, they're in the evenings or on the weekends for a couple of hours. they're a great way to invite friends and family to come along and experience it. We're getting great feedback from participants who have just really enjoyed learning and learning in the hands-on environment. They're taught by our expert faculty, are doing some of those classes. And then we're also bringing in people from the community, experts from the community. We've done some event planning classes that coincide nicely to our hospitality programs. And so it's just a great way to expand cooking and hospitality knowledge and do it for fun. Or if you one day want to get into the business, it's a great way to kind of test the water.
Speaking of getting into the business, for the students who come out of here, they literally can be placed in our own community. There's so many opportunities. Do you help with placement, or how does that work?
Absolutely. So this building exists because of the buy-in from our local industry. They're the ones who wanted this facility. And so they have been our #1 partners from the beginning. And so they're still very involved. They visit with our students often. We will have a specific hospitality and culinary job fair actually coming in October. So we invite the community for that, but it's also a great way for our students to connect one by one to these business owners, to other chefs in the community, and just really make sure that they're going to wind up with fantastic career opportunities.
Yeah, so they can probably in most cases get placement coming out of their finishing.
And internships are also part of our programs.
Okay.
So internships is another great opportunity for us to connect with the community and get students placed in those facilities and just have them explore what it really means to work in these world-renowned facilities that we have right at our back door.
We do. What a blessing. And I know like the community organizations recognize the need for this right here. I know Sea Pines is one of those. They have a beautiful sign. And tell us some of the other partners that maybe you've got.
So you probably have noticed throughout the facility, but Sea Pines, of course, the Surge Group is a wonderful partner. US Foods, and so it just runs the gamut, really. Montage, Palmetto Bluff. So we are so excited to have that community partnership. They're featured here on our campus and active still daily in our curriculum, program planning, and class offerings.
Wow, that's exciting.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in or thinking about pursuing a degree, give you a call. You can call Leigh and just come visit the facility. It's just so impressive. So thank you for sharing all the updates, and we'll be right back with more 843 TV.